Hello, I'm Prathyush, and today I want to talk to you about Sukhee, directed by debutante Sonal Joshi. If the film Sukhee is to be believed, adults are the most grating, most grumbling company to keep. These are people who are either complaining or being complained at. The film is crowded with characters who are either so lost in the rigors and requirements of being an adult, the 9-to-5s, the bootlicking, the mortgage, the new car, the old dreams, or they are languishing with regret, remembering their past, those young selves who refused society's demands of domestication. Sukhee then fits into the millennial trend that turned the noun adult into adulting, a verb as much as it is a tired grunt, an expression of being vanquished by life. Shilpa Shetty Kundra, the eponymous Sukhee or Sukhpreet, married with her daughter, is sitting in Anandkot, a fictional small town in Punjab, while reminiscing about her college days in Delhi. Sukhee was once everything: head girl, popular, good at studies, great at life. She had bangs, wore loud colours and danced to music from Govinda's filmography. This was the 90s. Her husband, played by Chaitanya Choudhury, who was then her lover, has, however, been hammered into routine by adulthood. He barely looks her in the eyes, shuffling between phone calls. He screams at her from the shower in the morning for his underwear. He's also brutal, humiliating her publicly, privately too.
सुखी यार तू मुझे कब सुखी होने देगी?
No one would know of their once sweet love that has now soured into resentment. A college reunion in Delhi, 20 years after she's graduated, promises to unite Sukhee with her three Sakis, played by Kusha Kapila, Dilnaz Irani and Pavleen Gujral. This also promises to reunite Sukhee with her past self. At first, Sukhee wonders if she can even take a weekend off and zoom back to Delhi. A mental list of the things her husband and daughter find her indispensable for clogs her mind. But slowly, as her husband's tone hardens, she softens to the idea of escaping her house for the weekend and going for the reunion.
तू इतनी selfish कब से हो गई सुखी?
मैंने अपनी बोरिंग जिंदगी से थोड़ा सा ब्रेक क्या मांग लिया, मैं selfish हो गई.
Like a runaway, she leaves in the cracks of the day. Sukhee is a coming of age that is mostly a going back in age, because Sukhee is not really becoming as much as regressing. She leaves her daughter and husband behind to fend for themselves. The film labors hard to make this decision look feminist and feel right. The gossipy, nosy neighbors as comic, claustrophobic intrusions, the painfully inept husband who does not know where the tea leaves are kept, the whining daughter. The film's feminism is too simple-minded to even consider that your decision to seek freedom and excitement from life can also be a selfish, irresponsible one. And that is what makes freedom so complicated. Sonal Joshi's debut film, Sukhee, also suffers from its inability to stage humor. As the first half opens, it's dotted with scenes of comic chaos, but the awkward timing, the frenetic cuts, the deluge of reaction shots makes you see the forcefulness, the facade of the chaos. You're never allowed inside a scene, always standing outside, looking at its cracked surface. As the movie turns its face away from comedy towards drama, stretching scenes like tensile fabric, like a horse race in the second half, there is a more assured hand at play. When cinematographer R.D. puts the camera behind the horse, smoothly, swiftly speeding forward during the race, it almost feels like there is wind running through your hair. In Shilpa Shetty Kundra, there is an eerie shadow of Sridevi, that same shy smile that makes her close her mouth tighter rather than open it up. Those same sounds, the same wide-eyed surprise. The dialogue delivery is, however, all Shilpa Shetty Kundra, sweet and unfinished, awkward and chirpy, as though it's constantly compensating for something, constantly masking something. We have seen enough of her films over the decades to know this is not a character demand, but a chink in her artistry's armory. Adult friendship, or more specifically adult female friendship in this film, is constructed like a potluck of trauma. This one has heartbreak, this one has a sexist boss, this one has an emotionally abusive mother-in-law who's asking for a child. Any pleasure that exists in their friendship is only realized by retreading their past traditions, like a game of Delhi Belly where they eat their way through the Delhi landscape, all rubbity and fried parathas. Farts, yes, the years have not boded well on the weaker digestive systems. Besides, toilet humor takes a more literal manifestation in Sukhee when cuss words are overlaid by the tinny farts of overfull women. The tragic part of such films is you walk out of it thinking, were the characters written badly, or truly, are we adults that insufferable? What do we talk about when we meet? How much of our conversation is complaint? Do we use gossip not as lubricant, but as a desperate attempt at extending conversations and keeping friendships alive? None of this is to insist that Sukhee is a fresh, provocative film. For all the questions it provokes, it has none of the audacity to tell a thing as it is, none of the will to express a complicated knot in marriage, the complicated feeling of having peaked too early in life, and the complicated resentments of having friends who do not bother to ask you once in your 20 years of marriage, are you okay? Subscribe to Film Companion for reviews and more. For more reviews like this, for more reviews like this, subscribe to If you like this video, share it and subscribe it. So you can't subscribe a video. Wait, say it again.
Subscribe to reviews and more.
That's
Like
it.
this video.
That's it. I said a lot more things last time. If you like this video or review.
If you like this review.
Review. If you like this review, subscribe to Reviews and More.